If it is a beautiful day, then it means that it's got to be with beautiful people, and I'm so glad to engage with beautiful eagles right there talking about you. And it's a brand new week, and it's a Monday! Yes, of course, it is a Monday, and Mondays are to be celebrated. Now, I don't know about you, though. I don't know where you heard the fact that Monday is not supposed to be celebrated. I tell you, every day of the week is supposed to be celebrated, and you should do it with poise, with so much energy, with zest, and that also gives you the right to go through that day in the most spectacular way. My name is Udwak Daniel, and yes, it's another time to engage, converse, discuss, inform, entertain, and transform you, because that's what we do right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Oh yeah, we give you an audio visual radio 2.3 FM Abuja. Oh yeah, we give you an audio visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day, and it's based on powerful standards right there, and you already know how it goes, right? Today's the 12th day. Tell me though, you tell me. But anyways, there's a 12th day in the month of January, and it feels good to serve you hot and spicy this breakfast show. We like to call it the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show, where we start your day the right way. Now, a couple of segments we'll be following through, right? One of such would be this segment. Just a while ago, you heard the Eagles News Splash, where we're splashing you with some news right there. And yes, in this segment and in this hour, we get to look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers, and in the course of it, you too have a voice, and your voice needs to be louder, all right? And we also take you to the 8 o'clock hour, where we'll bring to you Sports on Eagles Wings. Alan Smith will be standing by for that one. And yes, it does feel good. Nigeria trashing Algeria 2-0. 2-0. No, did I just say without a bell? 2-0. Oh yeah, Nigeria jubilating right there. Okay, finally, something is going on. Something is walking. Football is walking. I see the engineer step into the studio now, and he put a I've not seen this broad smile on his face in a long time, but yeah, you can see it right now, and I can say that that's the same smile on your face right now. All right, just keep it in touch. Keep your fingers crossed. Alan Smith will be here 8 o'clock, Sports on Eagles Wings. 9 o'clock, we look into Eagles Outlook, where we talk politics and current affairs. And then, of course, at the 10 o'clock hour, General Open Banters. I always like to say it. That's right. At the 11 o'clock allows for you to enjoy some beautiful tune songs coming on your radio. And this is on this platform into your eardrums and allowing you to serenade just a little bit. And at the 12 o'clock hour, my time on here will be done and out with Today in 60 Seconds. Inakwana Ekaro Tutuama. Okay, you already know how it goes though. And I would say Agife. Finally, I would say, oh, did I say finally? Not finally, the Olodudu. And yes, I get on to the TV and say Nindeve. And then I get into the Isoko people now, the good people of Isoko. They say Baba. That's a song of victory when we sing whenever Nigeria is scoring and winning. Alrighty. But in my dialect it will be a messiere, and in the language that you and I totally understand, it will be una good morning. Now let's look into some things that you ought to know is going to be a very speedy conversation right here and on here. So please stay with me now. Oh, did you know, or are you aware that the Independent National Electoral Commission is facing, or is being called out, or is facing a lawsuit filed by the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project against them over the alleged mismanagement of 55.9 billion naira intended for the purchase of smart card readers, ballot papers, result sheets, and other election materials for the 2019 general elections. Talk about the fact that, hey, whatever you do, even in the past, will always come back in the present at you, right? Well, that's something that's going on right there. And lawmakers of Rivers State House of Assembly have alleged that they uncovered a plot by certain individuals linked to the executive arm of the state government to obtain a court order preventing the legislature from local government areas of the state. Okay. All right. We move away from that one now, and I should let you in on this one. Solicitors acting for renowned Nigerian author Chimamanda Adichie have written to Eurocare multi-specialist hospital in Lagos over the death of a 21-month-old son, Nkanu Nnamdi. Yes. Now, this comes as the Lagos State government confirmed the suspension of the anesthesiologist at the clinic as probes continue into the circumstances surrounding the child's death. Now, in a legal notice dated January 10, 2026, solicitors acting for Chimamanda and a partner, Dr. Ivara Esege, alleged that the hospital, its anesthesiologist, and attending medical personnel breached the duty of care owed to their son, who died in the early hours of Wednesday, January 7 of 2026. Okay, well then, now the managing director. Okay, I should move away from that one now. Let's bring this one to you. Something of a good story. The Kogi State Police Command has said that scores of bandits were neutralized and their networks dismantled during a fresh security operation, although the exact location of the exercise was not disclosed. Now, the ongoing onslaught against bandit operations in Kogi State by the joint police and military has yielded fruitful results. Bandits, according to them, were flushed out, their networks dislodged, and scores were neutralized. I like the sound of that. I love the sound of that. I love the sound of that. Right, I tell you. Well, anyways, though, to this sad one now, bandits suspected armed herders have killed a soldier and an officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps at the Udeku community in the Turan district of the Kwande local government area of Benue State. So this incident occurred on Saturday, and it was confirmed by a community leader from the troubled area, Lawrence Akeriba, who said the attack had forced scores of residents to flee the community. Right. Now, he also added that all economic and social activities in the area had been grounded as a result of the attack. Well, our correspondent learned that the deceased security personnel were among officers deployed to the area to help maintain peace amid incessant attacks by suspected armed herders in the local government. Right now, that's something, yeah, you heard it already first here. And now I'm taking you outside the shores of Nigeria now, because it does seem as though Iran has warned it will retaliate if attacked by the US, even as it blamed foreign powers for the ongoing anti-government protest. Right now, this came as the US-based human rights activist news agency HRANA yesterday said at least 466 have been killed, with nearly 3,000 detained as the protesters defied government's crackdown. US President Donald Trump had repeatedly warned that the US would intervene if the Iranian government killed protesters. So Iran is vowing. Reacting to that threat from the US, Mohammed Bakr Kalibaf, Speaker of the Iranian Parliament, said the regime would retaliate against any US attack, which would make Israel and regional US bases legitimate targets. Kalibaf made the threat as the MPs in Parliament shouted, "Death to America!" Okay, death to America. I don't know how possible that's gonna ever be, but yeah, the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, yesterday suspended its planned nationwide strike following the intervention of Vice President Kashim Shettima, who stepped in to address the critical concerns raised by the aggrieved doctors. So the national president of NARD, Dr. Mohammed Suleiman, who confirmed the development to us shortly after the meeting by its National Executive Council, NEC, said the vice president contacted NARD leadership and issued directives that led to the resolution of several outstanding issues, while appealing for additional time to allow other matters to be addressed. Now, you heard that first here too as well. But let's get into the front page of Nigerian newspapers and not keep you waiting any longer. Right, I see the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, I see the Vanguard newspaper this morning, I see the Daily Trust newspaper, and there's a host of other newspapers. They made it early this Monday, the 12th day in the month of January 2026. Now, let's start with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. For the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, the big story on the front page, you will find this one on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Federal government set to end ASU crisis. It's got three riders following through now to sign fresh agreement January 14. Approves 40% salary increase for academic staff. Deal to include revamped university funding model. All right, page 4 has got that one. Now we see this one. Mufwang still holding PDP mandate despite defection. Yang is saying that. Warns INEC on interference in party affairs. Page 13. 2027 now. Kwankwaso will not be allowed to contest on our platform. NNPP is saying that. Come 2027, God keeping us alive, Kwankwaso will not be allowed to contest on our platform. NNPP is saying that on page 13. And I see this one. Kwamwan writes Abiodun over exclusion from our Wuljale nomination process. Page 5. How illegal miners, bandits combined to attack Old Oyo National Park. Page 3 has got that very, very sad story. Attack is retaliation against arrest of illegal miners. Why attackers destroyed Forest Guard's detention camp. All right, you want to go find out on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. So I see Mr. President now, President Tinubu arriving Sheikh Zayed International Airport in Abu Dhabi on Sunday, and it was received by Sheikh Shakbut Nayan Al Nayan. How do these people have these names like this? Anyways, Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That's what he holds. That's his position. That's what he occupies. Is Sheikh Shakbut Nayan Al Nayan. All right, is the Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs right there. But anyways, you see that one though, shaking hands and all smiles. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, local government accounts. Oshun files charges against UBA officials. It's got one writer. Hearing holds January 30, page 3. Defection, death, court cases leave LP with 0 senators. ADC gains displaces LP in 3rd position. AP Abga, NNPP, SDP hold 1 seat each. Page 14, all right, is holding that down for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Defection. If it is not defection, it is death. If it is not death, it is court cases. And all of this have left LP with 0 senators. Oh, how appalling though. Okay. I'll move away from that one now. Let's get to the Vanguard newspaper together. The big story on the front page is Rivers crisis. Why I said dogs are barking. Fubara is saying that authoritatively. Why I said dogs are barking. Page 5, you see that one. It's got a couple of writers, 3 precisely. Tinubu can sack me if I can no longer offer anything, Wike says. Wike Amowele, avoid impeachment comment at Port Harcourt rally. There's plots to stop legislative proceedings. Rivers Assembly is saying that. All right, you see that one on page 5. I take you to page 9 now. Tinubu broke education pact. Abandoned students abroad. Atiku alleges to 8. NMA faults media trial over Chimamanda's son's death. All right, now let's see this one here. Loans to manufacturers shrink to 2.1 trillion naira. Loans to manufacturers shrink to 2.1 trillion naira, drop in 5 sectors, 17.5% to 16.43 trillion naira in 6 months. Page 21 has got that story. Just at the flyover of the Vanguard newspaper banner now, insecurity. Release of 70 bandits sparks outrage in Katsina. On insecurity now, release of 70 bandits sparks outrage in Katsina. 6 killed in Niger, Sokoto communities. Page 13 has got that one, and I just read it with the writer. All right, release of 70 bandits sparks outrage in Katsina, and the writer says 6 killed in Niger, Sokoto communities. Page 9. Iran is the kicker here. 466 killed, 2,638 detained. All right, it's got one writer to it. Tehran vows to retaliate if U.S. strikes. Blames foreign terrorists for protest. And guess what? They shut down the internet right there in that country. Page 41, you'd find that one. And to also think that what is reported on this very daily, as well as the other daily, is not exactly what is seen, what I saw, right? But anyways, I saw that over 2,000 have been been killed. I mean, we read it in the news too as well, that over about 2,000 have been killed and about 3,000 or 2,000 more have been detained. Well, anyways, what can we say? Local government accounts now is the kicker. Oshun files charges against bank officials. Hearing holds January 30. All right. Now, I move away from the Vanguard newspaper. Now, let's get to the Daily Trust newspaper. Stay with me now in case you're just tuning in for the first time. This is Eagles 102.3 FM, Eagles Morning Rises breakfast show. And yes, we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime in the day. Catch us on YouTube and Facebook for a live television broadcast at Eagles FM Abuja. And just before you leave, make sure you hit the bell button. Subscribe. That's what I'm trying to say on YouTube. And get onto the Facebook page wall. Give us a like. Give us a following. Leave a comment in both platforms so that we know that you came, you saw, and you are soaring with us, right? The big story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper now: Katsina defends release of 70 bandits. Can you beat that? Katsina defends release of 70 bandits. Yeah, that story continues on page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Are we really serious about this insecurity fight? Oh, I think we're playing dilly-dally. We're playing to the gallery. We know what's going on. And right before our faces, Katsina, first of all, release. Now they're defending the release of 70 bandits. And yet, we want to win the fight against terrorism. Well, very pathetic now. But we go to page 4. 22 die in Abuja. Kaduna Road crashes. And I see this one here, and it sees me to defection. Kwankwaso's loyalists skip Governor Yusuf's outing. Page 16 has got that one. To page 17, add 1 to 16, you get 17. Fubara urges calm. Lawmakers insist on impeachment. All right. One day bushmates go catch the hunter. Who sang that song? The late Sound Sultan. Yes, the late Sound Sultan sang that song. One day the bushmates will catch the hunter. Is that what's gonna happen in River State? Your guess is as good as mine. Page 52 now. 11 killed as farmers headers clash in Taraba. Please, I don't know. The mainstream newspaper is still making this huge buffoonery. 11 killed, farmers headers clash. That's a big lie in atrocity to us as Nigerians, and to me too personally. I mean, farmers herders clash in Taraba. Come on, that's terrorism going on there. 52. We see this one on page 55. 2026, 1.07 billion naira voted for Tinubu Shetima's residences renovation. 1.07 billion naira voted for Tinubu Shetima's residences renovations. Well, that one, of course, I'm not going to put a comment to it. I'll leave you to do that, right? And that's found page what now? Page 55 of the Daily Trust newspaper. So we'll move away from the Daily Trust newspaper and I bring to you the Nation newspaper. The big story on the front page now: alleged arms discovery. Malami faces DSS probe. It's got one writer to it. Olukoyede inherited investigation into ex-AGF tenure. Oh, okay. All right. Alleged arms discovery. Malami faces DSS probe. Now, Olukoyede is saying, I inherited investigation into ex-AGF tenure. So, in other words, that investigation was ongoing. That's what they're saying. It's not something that I initialized. It is something that's been there. I just inherited it and I'm going along with it. Please don't come for me. That's what he's trying to say. Continued on page 2, you'd find that story. Add 1 to 2, you get 3. Tinubu in Abu Dhabi for Sustainability Summit. Shaking hands right there with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs minister right there, Sheikh Nayan Al Nayan. All right. Foreign inflows propel NGX turnover to 11.3 trillion. Got 2 writers to it. Results doubles 2024 figures. Attribute success to policy reforms. And let's get you to the very base now of this daily. NARD drops strike plan, page 4. And to another page 4, 150,000 jostle for 774 National Health Fellow slots. Page 4 has got that story. Let's move away now. Just above the Nation newspaper, the flyover of the Nation newspaper banner now. Why I am at peace despite impeachment notice. Fubara is saying that. Okay, Fubara. All right, page 3. I've not seen the side of Fubara in a long time. Why I am at peace despite impeachment notice. Okay, to another page 3 now. Grip tightens around government enterprises to boost revenue. Hospital opens probe into death of Chimamanda Adichie's son. Very sad one. Page 3 again. Add 1 to 3 this time, you still get 4. And okay, I'll just move away from the Nation newspaper now, as that is a sponsored story. Now, let's look at this one here, the Guardian newspaper. All right, with the Guardian newspaper, 2026 budget. Amid revenue uncertainty, vehicles, sundry expenses cut big slices. Okay, budget, 2026 budget, that's the kicker, and it's the big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. That in the midst of the revenue uncertainty, like we're still thinking about how to get revenue, even in the midst of it, all of the taxation here and there, we will pay, we will not pay. Oh, don't implement that tax now. It is a hoax. It's not true. Oh, France is the one controlling us. It is a lie. It is not true. In the midst of all of that, we still have allocations for vehicles, sundry expenses, all this petty expenses. They are cutting big slices. In other words, they're giving big money in the budget right there. All right, 2026 budget it is. Amid revenue uncertainty, vehicles, sundry expenses cut big slices. Page 6 has got big story. NARD postpones planned strike by 2 weeks as VP Shatima intervenes. Page 3. And to page 4 now. HIDA seeks accountability as UK moves to return stolen 9.5 million US dollars. Okay. Bandits impose 50,000 naira farming tax on Kano Katsina settlement. Page 13 has got that one. Fubara appeals for calm as Rivers Assembly alleges plot to stall impeachment. Page 5 has got that story, I believe. Yes, page 5. And let's see. Let's go above now. All right, I see this one. ADC at risk of rotational presidency breach. Says who? Go find out who's saying that on page 3. On page 22 now, something on finance and economy. Price stability as first casualty of new tax misinterpretation. I see. AFCRD Day. Armed Forces Command Remembrance Day, I believe. Military advised against coup. Partisanship. Page 3 has got that story. All right. It is still Eagles. Morning Rises, the page, as you like to call it, the newspaper review segment of the Morning Rise Breakfast Show. Now, let's take you to the Punch newspaper this morning. It's going to be a smart read, so stay with me now. 2026 budget twist. MDAs inject 3.5 trillion naira new projects despite federal government freeze. 2027 budget twist. This is the big story. MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies inject 3.5 trillion naira new projects despite federal government freeze. And this got one writer. Power, transport, health dominates new spending as fresh projects take 15% of capital budget. All right, I take you to page 24. Federal government proposes 41 billion naira to upgrade 109 foreign missions. All right, and we see this one here. Armed Forces Day. Federal government governors hail soldiers' sacrifices. We hail thee, thou soldiers who are departed. Is that all we can do for these soldiers? Well. Can't say. I'll leave it there. INEC faces legal heat over missing 55.9 billion naira 2019 election funds. INEC is facing legal heat over missing 55.9 billion naira 2019 election funds. All right, that's what you find on page 24. Chimamanda's solicitors write Lagos Hospital doctor suspended, page 45. And the last one I'll bring to you from the Punch newspaper now. Wike ends local government tours. Assembly alleges plot to stall Fubaras impeachment. Page 3 has got that story. And I also saw in another daily where Wike says, leave me alone to pursue my political career. All of you, leave me. What is this? Wike here, Wike there, Wike, leave me alone. If Mr. President wants to sack me as FCT minister, it's okay. It's okay. After all, I didn't build a house in Abuja. Okay. I'll just leave that statement. But anyways, this is just what it is. Now, we will get on a timeout, pay some bills. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
The vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Hello, listeners. Are we looking forward to the holidays? I know you should, because my Abuja home has got you covered, as always. I'm Ahmed Shahida, head of marketing at my Abuja home, and as always, I am here as the bearer of good news.
Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja. Here to stay.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be baba for properties. Our properties national best.
Please listen to this important infomercial. It's Powell's time on radio. Abuja, Powell Homes and Shelters Limited has come with a vision of transforming housing through innovation, style and integrity. At Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, we deliver affordable luxury, comfort and reliability in real estate. We offer genuine lands, elegant homes, modern designs and flexible payment plans to make your dream home a reality. Visit us today and experience excellence you can trust. Our address is number 52, Suez Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. You can call us on telephone number 081-510-20000 or 080-925-70000. The number to call us once again is 081-510-20000 or 080-926-70000. Now let's hear what your sister and veteran Nollywood actress Patience Ozoko, Mama G, has to say about this company.
My people, my name is Patience Ozoko, popularly known as Mama G. G for General. Do you want to buy genuine lands and other properties and need a brand you can trust? Think Powell Home and Shelters Limited. With a reputation built on honesty and reliability, we ensure your investment is secured. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing personalized service tailored to your needs. Join countless of satisfied customers who have found their dream properties with us. For inquiries, please call 0815 102 0000 or 0809 257 0000. We can get you property from any part of Nigeria. Think real estate, think Powell.
Thank you, Mama G, for that wonderful talk. Remember, our office is at number 52, Suez Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. We also have branches in Enugu, Owerri, Oka, and Asaba, and Nairobi. Think real estate, think Powell.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be baba for properties. Our properties national best. Invest your money, create a better future. A real estate company. We be baba for properties. Real estate. Our properties national best.
There's so much more to enjoy when you fly in Emirates Economy. More legroom, delicious regionally inspired meals, complimentary free-flowing drinks, and the latest movies, TV shows, music, and live sport. Some of the best entertainment in the skies. And our family services make your journey simple and fun. Plan your next trip and start the holiday early in Emirates Economy. Fly Emirates, fly better.
Hello, Nigeria! Hello, Africa!
Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be a trained, certified nursing assistant, medical assistant, or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's one-year diploma in certified nursing assistance training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology, Abuja. Targeted trainees are unemployed graduates, O-level or ordinary diploma graduates, or anyone interested in working as a support worker in the healthcare sector. For details, log on to www.pushafrica.org or WhatsApp 080-339-42015, 080-339-42015. For registration, pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Conversation trending right here, and it is the Pages, the newspaper review. All right, conversation trending right here, and it is the Pages, the newspaper review segment of the Morning Rises Breakfast Show. All right, we'll be taking your calls, but just in case you're tuning in for the first time from wherever you are in a commercial transport, or you're commuting to work, or you're just in the comfort of your home, in a bank, at your business place, you can indeed grab this number now, type it in your mobile device, and of course, add your voice loudly and clearly in the most civil and responsible way, that is 0907 353 0044. The other number 0908 766 8888. WhatsApp portal number 0909 705 4450. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you, Apostle Also Life.
Yeah, God bless you for a good work.
Appreciate Apostle. Thank you.
I'm calling from Tamangaza Apple.
Awesome. Welcome aboard.
Hand over to where Fubara happened to rest. We should allow the man to rest. The people that hand over to freedom of faith.
Brace up. Don't to rest on your oars. Brace up, and just be ready. Be strong. Be strong. Anyways, I see a couple of messages via the WhatsApp. I mean, time is very, very fast spent and not on our side, so I'll do the best that I could to take the messages as I see them, because at 7:45 there's going to be a timeout on here and right here, so we will be closing this very segment for yet another program of all too important to also come on here at 7:45. All right, so pardon me. Now let's get on to this one here, this voice note.
Site Waru City. May the Lord bless our new week in the name of Jesus.
Amen to that.
Truly, one day the bushmeat will catch the hunter. Are we serious?
Now, I hope this loads fast so we can have an airplay to it. All right? Okay, all right, it loaded. Let's go.
Good morning, Udo Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you,
my name
brother.
is Salasi. In fact, I called one platform calling your name. I now later realized, it wasn't Udo Daniel, that platform. So my name is Salasi, making this voice note now from Garki right now.
Awesome, welcome,
I want to start by greeting Saminu from Lifecam. I greet Abdul from Suleja. I greet Trupudi from Wari. Bibi Blessing, are you back? Talatu, it's been long that I heard from you. Elder Oneja, I greet you, sir.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the insecurity. You can see why this insecurity won't stop. Look at what happened. If you could remember, there was a video that I sent for you for what happened in Niger State. I think about a week old. The same Katsina State government now is releasing 70 bandits to the society, and he's defending the release of the bandit. You are reluctant. Say no, they should stop that. Until we stop this madness, this insecurity will continue. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, until we stop this madness, this insecurity will persist. He says, I don't want it to persist. It's scary already. Let's go hear from you, Matthew.
Good morning, Yudi. Good morning, girlfriend. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy New Year once again.
Yeah.
I want to comment on one thing concerning this politics that is going on in River State. Wike have started seeing fire. I told many people around me, I said Wike will regret of what he's doing because the Fuvara is going to gain ground. and Wike is ending his political career. What is happening now? Wike is ending his political career because he have chew more than he have eat more than he have bite more than as he can chew. Look at what is happening now. Fubara go to APC. If Wike dare the camp to APC now, he's a minority there. Wike dare the camp to that place now. Is answerable to Fubara because Fubara is number one. Politics. We will live. God will give us life to live. What will happen? To see what will happen 2027. Wike think that it is the Lord of over everybody. He is not. He is not. Fubara will frustrate him. He have not started it yet. APC know who Wike is. They will never joke with him. They will never have any relationship with Wike because they know who Wike is. God will help us. Nigeria politics, God will help us, and we'll get it right. One day we'll get it all right.
All right, one day we'll get it right. I always like the sound of that when I hear Eagles peak in that resounding manner. Well, I'll just very quickly take on some messages that I see. Samuel from Kuje giving me a high five on air. Thank you, Samuel, right there. All right, I'm just going to run through this as fast or as quickly as I could. Please, where is Princess Adeze, Omoefe, and Cassandra? Oh, they're fine. They're fine, Samuel. Right? They're very fine and very okay. Don't worry. You'll get to hear from them in a short bit. And he says, I hope all is well with them. Oh, yeah. My warm and sincere regards to them and on the members of the Eagles family. I hope that the government will handle the ASU issues with a human face this time around, please. Or what right does the FCT minister have to embark on the provocative tour of the 70 bandits which the government is defending, which means they are happy with the suffering of your subjects? What a shame. May God help us to get it right. The right one in this country, in Jesus' name, he says. All right, your day be good. Your day be filled with loveliness and goodness. Thank you, Samuel. I see this one from Lion Boy. Good morning, UD. Good morning to you, Lion Boy. Wike here, Wike there. Please leave me alone. Who caused it? Then 70 terrorists released in Katsina. You can now see that the northern elite knows what they're doing. What a region. Do have a nice week. Bye. All right, thank you. You too. I see this one here now. It's coming from Comrade Olobasi. It's going to be the last that I'll be taking. Comrade Olobasi, welcome to a brand new week. You too, my brother. Yes! Now that it's very clear that neither Governor Fubara nor Speaker Mawule-led State House of Assembly agreed to sheath their swords, let the people of Rivers State take their common destiny into their hands and chase them out before their